This is a walkthrough for assignment 304. The main goal for this particular assignment is for us to load data into data warehouse. You must have completed the previous assignment where we built a data warehouse. We should have built PTI data warehouse. And now what we are going to do, if you remember, in a data warehouse, through the process of ETL or extract, load, and transform, we take data from multiple sources, transform it, clean it, scrub it, and then load into the data warehouse. So for this assignment, you have already created a data warehouse. Right now, the tables in data warehouse do not have any data in them. And you are going to take data from two different sources. One is a PTI accounting database, which will be given to you. And the second one is a batch file, which is a CSV file. And we will load this data into the tables in our data warehouse, like the product type table, the product subtype table, etc. By the end of this assignment, you would have loaded data into all the dimension tables in your data warehouse. For this, the first thing I want to go on is UDesk, logged in. Go to the computer lab, log in. So this time I'm going to go ahead and connect to the server. In my case, I'm connecting to number 39. In your case, you connect to whichever number you are assigned to. And go ahead and connect to the server. If you finished the previous assignment about creating a data warehouse, you should all see a data warehouse called your last name PTI DW under the database section. You may have multiple ones, but this is the one that we are going to be using for this exercise. If you did not see this one, please go back, stop the video right now, do the steps for the previous assignment. So once you have made this database, we'll proceed. So let's expand this and the tables, and you will see that there are several tables. So the job for us in this assignment is to load data into these data warehouse tables. So there was no data in any of those tables, but if you wanted to be sure that there is no data, we can check. And on your assignment sheet, if you scroll all the way down, there is a test SQL script. Copy this code for me, and it will help you see if there is any data in those tables and select it. Also, if there is any data using the same script, you can delete those data. Now I'll right click my database name, go to new query, and I'm going to paste using Control and V the code that we just copied. Up here it says use your data warehouse name. So I'm going to remove this or comment this in a different fashion. So let's use 2 dashes to comment it. And then instead of use PTIW, we will name it exactly whatever our database is named. In my case, it is Agarwal _ PTIDW. You copy the name from whatever database you have here. Okay, that will make sure these statements are run on just this database and no other database, because you may have several. So first of all, I want to make sure that if any of these tables do have data. For that, I can highlight only the select statements. I will not highlight anything else, and go execute. And see, none of these tables have data. So that's great. If they had data, we can use the delete statements above to delete that data from the table. And the reason I'm going to see if there is any data and be ready to delete any data is before I do anything, I'm starting from scratch. We have just made these database tables. I want them empty. So now I can start loading data into these tables. Okay, so if you remember ETL, extract, transform, load. We need to extract data from multiple places, multiple data sources. It could be database or other database files, or just Excel sheets or CSV files, and we will extract those data from all these different places, and we will load the tables in our data warehouse. So these are our data warehouse tables. So where's the source data? In your assignment, one of the source data is PTI accounting database. So you need to load this PTI accounting database. So let's go ahead and do that step. I'll tell you where it is and we will load that. The PTI accounting database is going to be our source data. So first of all, go ahead and open a file explorer. I'll show you where it is and then we will load it. You should go to your own folder. If you don't remember where it was, it is this cis/analytics.its.appstate.edu/cis and your number. In my case, right now it is 39. You enter whatever your number is. Hit enter. And if you go to SSIS source data, double click that folder. You all should have that folder. I made it available. Go to PTI accounting DB. And this is the PTI accounting database. Some of the data that we will load in these warehouse tables are going to be coming from this database. Also, later on, you will be loading data from this CSV file. Like I said, in a data warehouse, we get data from multiple places. So these are the two places we will get our data from. Okay, so let's go ahead and attach this accounting database. To do that, you can go to your database, right click, say attach. And we need to do the file location. So I will go under add. All of you know that you need to go to D drive. So go to D drive, go back all the way down to student shares, expand it, and go to your own folder. In my case, I'm going to CIS 39. You go to whatever your folder is, and you should see SSIS source data. So double click that. PTI accounting database, double click that. And that's the file that you're going to be attaching to, PTI accounting database. So let's go ahead and attach it. You will see 2 log files have been created. That's great. Make sure the file path is in your folder. It should be. You don't need to change it. Just go ahead and hit OK. You should see PTI accounting database here now. If you expand it under tables, you will see it has data in multiple tables. So the data from these tables is our source data, and the data warehouse dimension tables are our destination tables. So we will be importing some of these data. We don't have to get the data from all the tables, or we don't have to get all the columns. We will be selecting what columns, what tables, and accordingly, some of this data from the original accounting database is going to be loaded into our dimension tables. We will be doing that in the next video.